Hello, fight fans. Yeah, I'm here with Ingram Jones from Daylock TV. I'm EJ, live boxing. Yeah, we're gonna talk about Ustinov. What's his full name, Ingrams?
Alexander Ustinov.
Alexander Ustinov versus Tyson. Too Fast Fury. So we're gonna do our prediction on the fight. Me and Ingrams, listen, Ingram Bailey he's got inside information, so you guys are got a treat. He's been around Don Charles, he's seen Ustinov spar against Derek Chisora, so he has the inside debate. I've been down to the gym also in Mill Hill to talk to Don Charles, but Ingram's actually seen him spar, and Ingrams can give you a real detailed account of how he thinks Ustinov's going to perform, and obviously he talks to Tyson Fury all the time. So Ingrams, tell me, what do you think about Ustinov and how you think he's going to go against Tyson Fury? Go ahead.
Okay, Ustinov was brought in specifically to mimic Tyson Fury. Let's get something straight here. He was brought in to mimic Tyson Fury. Same with Vac. Now, both guys, Vac is more of a boxer. From what I heard and from what I saw, Vac was able to imitate Tyson Fury down to a T, as opposed to Ustinov, who was just quite physically very strong and just was trying to bully Derek. Now, in the sparring sessions, they were going back and forth in these sparring sessions, and at quite a hectic pace. If you're just taking head guards off, you're watching a proper bout right there. So the training was hard. There's no doubt the training was hard. Chisora had with Ustinov, and Ustinov is the kind of guy that he'll get you against the ropes and he'll throw low blows, and he'll do anything. He'll do anything he needs to do to win a fight. That's, from what I saw, he's a very aggressive guy, very heavy-handed as well. So Derek, when he sparred with him, had to land heavy blows on Ustinov, because Ustinov is the kind of guy that, from what I pick up, is the type of guy that will take liberties with you in a ring if you don't plant some heavy punches on him. And for Tyson Fury, he's got to land heavy early on Ustinov, or Ustinov will walk straight through him. Ustinov will put him against the ropes, and Tyson doesn't want to be against the ropes against Ustinov, and they'll start pushing against him and, thumping big, heavy punches on. And Ustinov has got a record against guys that are taller than himself, knocking them out. So, he's dangerous.
Yeah, so tell me something about the sparring you saw with Derek and Ustinov. Tell me a bit about that.
Well, it wasn't friendly, that's for sure. And it's like back and forth. So Ustinov would land 3 or 4, then Derek would come back. Derek sometimes would lay in the ropes and then counter off the ropes. So, it was not a situation where Derek was just steamrolling Ustinov or Ustinov was steamrolling Derek. It was level. Derek would throw good, wicked body shots at times, and then turn Ustinov, and other times Ustinov was able to land heavy punches on Derek as well. So, for those people saying that Ustinov may not be in shape, what I saw, he looked in good shape. And why would you? What I don't understand is why people are saying he would not be in shape. Why would you have an out of shape sparring partner to spar with? That doesn't make any sense to me.
No, it doesn't. I would say so. From what your take on the sparring is that even though he came in as a sparring star, he had ambitions to do some damage.
Oh yeah, he was ambitious. He was throwing punches like he was looking to knock Derek out in there. There was no sort of like, I'm just throwing a few weak jabs and I throw a little right hand and you can catch it. There's none of that. It was proper sparring. But anyone else who was there who saw the sparring session will tell you that Ustinov and Vac. Ustinov more because Vac's more of a boxer. Ustinov is just it's just brute strength. Ustinov is not known for his boxing abilities. You all call him a boxing wizard, but what you can say is he's physically very strong and he bullies his way forward. He's got a big right hand, and I think that's the key with him. And he has got some boxing ability, but aggressively going forward, I'm not too sure what Ustinov is like going backwards. I don't know what Ustinov is like against a guy who's got a long jab and a right hand. Of course, you saw what he did against Pulev, but I don't think you can look much into that because, of course, when he prepared for Pulev, he had about 3 weeks to prepare. And speaking to Don Charles, he said to me, and Ustinov's trainer said, we needed to lose weight. We were too heavy. So I would not look at the fight against Pulev. He's lost a lot of weight since he fought Pulev, and of course he's come back and fought David Tua as well. So he can go the distance. There's no doubt Ustinov can go the distance. So
yeah, he's been at the ring. Right, his last fight was I think November 2013, and he won that fight. He's got he basically obviously needs the fight, and I think I don't know with Mo, they probably couldn't get a fight. But in this situation, I think Tyson's in trouble because Tyson, like I broke, Tyson fought Kevin Johnson on a week's notice, right? And the Cunningham fight, Cunningham was a world-class athlete at the cruiserweight division and is a world champion. And he technically, right, he was good in that, but he couldn't deal with the big man's pressure. Now, Ustinov, right, from what you're telling me, can deal with pressure. And now, and also we talked off here, me and Ingram said he hits much harder, in Ingram's opinion, than Steve Cunningham. And all these factors into me, like, and my prediction, I think Ustinov there beats boxing, beats some rhymes, yeah, mate. I done a song on it. It was hilarious anyway. Yeah, I think all these things introduction. I think Ustinov will upset the card and beat Tyson Fury, in my opinion.
You think Ustinov could beat Tyson Fury?
I think so. You got a phone there. Do you want me to pause the interview for a bit?
Yeah, I'm still here. Okay.
All right, yeah, we'll continue that. Yeah, in my opinion, I think Ustinov will win. I actually urge people to really consider this. Right, the guy wants to fight. Hasn't fought in 2013. He wants to fight as much as Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury, in my opinion, may have overtrained. Right, because he was supposed to fight David Haye postponed. Next fight postponed. He had another fight, and his last fight he looked really good. He looked rusty, and like he couldn't get up for the opponent. But this fight here, if you're gonna talk about upset, if you're looking for the odds, Ingram Jones has the background. He said that the guy comes in, he's not just a sparring partner, and people are missing it. This guy actually, if you really think about it, like in boxing terms, he can do Tyson some damage. He's not used to fighting guy inside. He's not that shorter than Tyson Fury. He's 6'7", Tyson 6'9". Tyson never fought no one like this. Ingram saying he hits hard. Fight fans, you have to factor all these little things in there. He comes to fight. The last fight he fought against Pulev, where in that fight, yeah, he was competitive, but he failed near the end. He's fought maybe a better opponent than Tyson Fury, and he wants to win.
I want to add something as well. People are forgetting that Ustinov is a regular sparring partner for the Klitschko's.
Yes.
If you're sparring with the Klitschko's, you're getting world-class quality sparring.
Well, you get world-class quality beating as well, but yeah.
Yeah, that's true, but you're still in there with them.
But you're in the levels of it.
Does Tyson Fury get that sort of world-class quality sparring? We know he got that when he was he had that brief spell with Emmanuel Stewart.
Yeah, and you're right, because obviously, what you're saying is that he's getting used to fight guys at a certain height and a certain level is what you're saying to you. So so you're looking at so what we're talking about is pedigree, right? We're talking about opportunity. So he's in shape. We've got that fact down. He's coming to fight. This is going to be a fight. I think this might be fight of the year. Fight fans, you buckle up your seats. You're in for a ride. I think Tyson Fury is about to be upset, and all these words and all these things is not going to save him from the fury of Ustinov, mate. I think Ustinov will take him. Ingram Jones, I know who you got. Ingram Jones.
Wow, you put me on the spot here. Tyson by far is the better boxer. He's got the better boxing skills. He's got the faster hands. But we don't know what his legs are like because Ustinov was a former kickboxer. So as well, we take into consideration, although he may have slow hands, his feet will probably be better than Tyson's. So footwork might be better with Ustinov, believe it or not. Quality of opponents, well, I think that Ustinov has consistently fought maybe the better opposition, really. I think activity, Ustinov's been more active. And the other thing is, Ustinov, as I said, he was brought in to mimic Tyson Fury. So Ustinov has had Tyson Fury on his mind.
Yeah.
He's had Tyson Fury on his mind. He studied Tyson Fury. How can you mimic somebody if you haven't sat down and watched him on tape?
Mm-hmm.
If you're being paid to mimic somebody, surely you sit down on tape and watch a guy.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Let me ask this question. Did he spar, did Wack and him ever spar? They probably sparred before. And Wack is like around the same height as Fury, isn't it?
Yeah. And you know, I didn't see those two spar, but what I do know...
They probably have though, isn't it?
They probably have done spar before. They probably have done. I wouldn't be surprised if they had
they're good friends. Obviously, it seems like they know each other because they came from the Klitschko's camp, isn't it?
Yeah. So they're both nice guys. But Ustinov, for me, like I said before, he's one of those guys that you've got to hit hard, you've got to hit early and get his respect.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of questions about Tyson Fury because there's still are questions. I mean, this is probably the biggest guy he's fought. The strongest guy he's fought. Yeah. Probably the heaviest puncher he's fought.
Does Tyson even hit that hard, really and truly? Is he really a big banger? I know we
Well, I asked him the question. He said to me, he sat down after the press conference at the Odeon, and he said to me, "Oh well, I'll blitz Derek Chisora if he comes in under 17 stone. And I asked him the question, well, you didn't blitz Steve Cunningham, and he's a cruiserweight. And then he turned around and said, well, Cunningham's he's a world-class operator. He may be a world-class operator, cruiserweight. But a heavyweight?
Yeah.
So I would question whether Cunningham is, I think even in Tyson's mind quietly, he's not going to admit it, but I think he's embarrassed by the whole Cunningham thing. He really is. Because, okay, you get dropped by someone like Pycek, or whatever the other guy named, you get dropped by them. You can say, okay, they're heavyweights. You're vulnerable to the overhand right. You got caught, you dropped, you got back up. But against Cunningham, people never expected him to go down against Cunningham. People expected him to go out there and blow Cunningham out of the water.
Yeah.
He didn't.
Yeah, I don't know why they thought that though. I mean, Boxing Beach, we made a prediction at the time, and we just did it purely on box rep and last fights and levels and stuff like that. And this is what I'm doing now. When I do a prediction, I'm talking about levels, and I broke down in my opinion. And you still haven't given a prediction, by the way. Don't be ducking it, girl. You be ducking. You trying to duck me like.
I think if Fury's to win the fight, I think he does it in the second half of the fight. I expect Ustinov to probably have a better start for the first 3 rounds. If Ustinov is going to win, he wins by knockout in the first half of the fight. If Tyson Fury is going to do it, I think he'll do it. If he's going to stop Ustinov, I think he'll do it from round 5 onwards. I think he'll probably look to see if Ustinov tires and then jump on him. But if he decides to go out there and try to go hell for leather against Ustinov, it could be an early light for Mr. Fury. As far as I'm concerned, it could be an early night. Listen, this guy has the ability to knock Fury out of one shot. I believe he has. Yeah. Because if Cunningham can drop him, but then Cunningham's faster, he's got faster hand speed. But if one of those big if Fury's on the ropes and he gets caught with one of those big right hands, and let's remember Joe Yable, did catch Tyson Fury when he was going back against the ropes, and although it was an exciting performance, although he still looked vulnerable. Tyson looked vulnerable and sloppy at times against Abel.
See Tyson Fury, he's always been able to push people around. That's what I'm trying to say. Fight fans need to listen to this. He's always been able to push people around. And what you're telling me, and this is a fact I've heard from 2 different people, Ingram Jones and Box Talk, check their channel out, pretty good, and obviously Ingram Jones channel, Baylor TV. Both of them have said that with one hand he was pushing Derek around. Now, basically, yeah, from what you're saying to me, he used to push him around. Tyson used to push him around. So this Tyson won't have the advantage of leaning on him and pushing him. So now Tyson, you take that away from him, he's in trouble, bruv, because that's a big part of Tyson's game of putting hands on you from a distance. You know what I mean? And this guy.
And if Tyson thinks he's going to go out there and try and roughhouse Ustinov, he can forget that idea as well, because Ustinov is just as roughhouse as him.
Yes.
So it could be a dirty fight as well.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think we're up for a war, and I think if you go to and you're talking about 12 rounds, Tyson's not really good for 12 rounds. I mean, you showed. That was when he was fighting opponents where he had his way, where he had some of them, they came in late notice and Tyson was trying different things, southpaw, orthodox, he was doing different things. But these opponents, they wasn't coming in where they had the best advice. Tyson always had the advice, I'm talking about in preparation.
Yeah.
Now Houston has preparation, winning. The Klitschko's probably gave Houston a call, say, you know what, do him over for us, mate, because we know what we don't want to deal with him, and I'll give you a shot. Alright, there's a lot of factors on the line with this, and Tyson, he might come up a cropper. British boxing is gonna see, right, one of the biggest upsets you've seen. Listen, it'll be on tomorrow on the newspapers and everything, right? And Frank Warren will be alright because Frank Warren still got Del Boy. He's the left elbow, but Tyson Fury, if he loses this fight, he loses a lot. Ingram Jones hasn't really made up his mind, in my opinion, because he's picked Houston off early, Tyson late, so Ingram's on the fence. I don't mind that anyway. You know, it happens anyway.
And but the thing is, how can it's such an unpredictable fight. You don't know what you're getting. You don't know what you're getting behind the scenes. So many fights you sit down and predict this is going to happen, that's going to happen, and then you don't know if money's going under the table. You don't know if the motivation is from Ustinov just to turn up for a payday. You don't know. Nobody knows. Nobody knows until the first bell goes. If Ustinov goes out and starts throwing punches all over the place, then we know we've got a real fight. Then we see Ustinov stand up there, putting his hands in the air and following Tyson around the ring, and Tyson hitting with left jabs and right hands and falls over. Yeah. Then our predictions go out the window. Yeah, so we don't really know.
No, but he's never
behind the scenes.
His record doesn't show that, and from what I've seen I've looked at the guy. He looks very like a respectful man, honourable man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he is.
Like, yeah, okay, so that's your thing. So this is what I know. So you have to go by what Tyson is and what you know, and the box rec and the experience. From what I know, from what I'm hearing, and what I'm thinking it sounds to me like an upset. I'm blatantly telling. From what he's not coming to lose, Tyson's gonna try and pull him. I don't think Tyson's ready for what Ustinov is coming with. I'm talking about the power. Now, Tyson hits hard, yeah, but I don't know if he's been fighting opponents where he's had his way. He's not. Ustinov has been fighting opponents where he's not necessarily had his way, but I think he's on a level where I think he can take whatever Tyson's given and hit hard and be able to push him back and everything. And to be honest with you, if it goes to the cards, right, 12 round, Tyson probably get it goes to the cards, right? That's my opinion.
Yeah.
But if there's a knockout in the fight, it's not coming from Tyson Fury, it's coming from Ustinov, and it doesn't matter what round. I think Ustinov can go 12 rounds, right? But he might get robbed if he goes to our scorecards. But that's my opinion. I'm going Ustinov. I can see it all the way, and we have a new guy on the British scene where maybe you're talking about AJ might be looking to fight, Price might looking to fight him, so this and that. So a lot of other opponents be looking to fight him off this. This is not for a world title shot. In fact, what belt is on the line anyway, Ingrams? No belt is on the line.
No belt on the line, and I believe it's a 10-rounder, which suits Ustinov.
Yes, exactly. Everything suits him, isn't it? I don't think everything's in favour of Ustinov. I mean, yeah, everything's in favour of Ustinov.
I'd be interested to know the size of the ring as well.
You would?
Because it's a small ring. I would say, oh yeah, Tyson Fury is good on the inside, but against who?
Yeah, you see, this all the myths of Tyson Fury be exposed. Like the thing is, like this is why some people fighters just don't do what Tyson Fury is doing. Give him credit for doing this, but this is the risk.
Yeah,
this is the risk.
This is the fight. This is the fight where he actually stands up. It's like, you know when Lewis fought Andrew Galotta?
Yeah.
That fight, it was how we don't know about Lewis. Galotta had a real war against Riddick Bowe. He could draw Lewis into a fight. A lot of people thought Galotta was going to blow Lewis away. What happened? Lewis went out there and took Galotta out. Then people said, oh, wow, we have got a real heavyweight to be reckoned with here. When they saw him blow away Galotta. When he blew away Ruddock, they went, well, yeah, he looked good against Ruddock. Okay, but now he's gone and blown away Galotta like that. Wow, this guy means business, you know what I mean?
Yeah, this is
yeah. I think Tyson has to put on there's no excuses. There's got to be no more excuses. He's got to go out there and he's got to take Ustinov out. No excuses. No, and he's just got to take him out because he's talking. He says, look, I'm a fighting man. Well, now you're a fighting man, but is being a fighting man enough in the world of boxing?
He might learn, but Tyson talks all the great thing, but this is a very serious game, and there's a lot on the line for Tyson Fury, and what he's done, really and truly, alright, it's alright for the punters and this and that, but Tyson Fury, you give him claps and this and that. This is why people don't do that. Like a lot of fighters wouldn't do what he's doing. It's like, accept it, but because the reason why he's doing it is because of they're making a circumstance of what's happened before the three postponements. So a lot of pressure's been put on him, right, to do that. But in my opinion, he shouldn't have took this fight. He should have checked. But if he didn't do it, he would end up fighting someone on the street. So now he's took it, but he can end up getting topped, right? He could end up getting topped and really he could end up putting his head.
I listened to Peter Fury's interview today with iFilm London, and he said that if Tyson Fury can't be getting rid of people like Ustinov, that you can't really be talking about him being like a world heavyweight champion if you can't get rid of people like Ustinov. Yeah, you can say that, but again, with all due respect, Tyson's got to go in the ring and do the fighting. And
a lot of people
can he hold it together? Can he fight under pressure? Are we gonna get a Jekyll and Hyde performance from Tyson? What's gonna happen when Ustinov hits him on the chin and puts him back against the ropes and starts bullying him? And Tyson can't hold him and manhandle him like he's done in the past. What happens when he doesn't have his way? Yeah. And he goes back to the corner and, things are not going away. How does Peter Fury respond to that? There are a lot of questions that need to be answered.
Yeah.
If Tyson gets hit by a Ustinov punch, not a Cunningham punch, but a cruiserweight that's moving up, by a genuine heavyweight and he goes over, what happens then?
Well, he can get. It showed his proof and he gets up. But when he got up against Cunningham, he was severely hurt, and he can get caught in the exchanges. The thing is, I was looking at Tyson Fury's body language in the press conference. He came in with no shirt. He had dark glasses, maybe because of the sun was in his eyes. I'm not too sure. Later on, he put a vest on, and to me, he had sunglasses on and stuff like that. I think because he was pissed off. I think he went on. he went on the, what do you call it? What do people do when they start drinking and start taking, I've had enough of this and that? I think he went on the binge. Because, you know why I say that? Because he was on Twitter cussing this, that, the other, and I'm sure he had a couple of drinks thinking this and that, right? So I don't know where his mind is at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we know he's had this fight. We don't know. When he starts getting tough for Tyson, we don't know. We still don't know about Tyson. When it gets tough, and he's in there against someone like Ustinov, and Ustinov is there, let's say Ustinov is there, and he's taking his punches, and he's still there, and he's having to dig deep. He asks the question, well, why am I fighting Ustinov? What has proved me beating Ustinov? And he said, he even used the words in the press conference, I don't care if I win, I lose, or I draw. For that fighting. Wait.
Yeah, you see.
Wait, win, lose, draw, you don't care.
Yeah. You see.
So you actually you contemplate the fact that you may lose now.
Yeah, exactly. This is a little.
Yeah. When you were fighting Derek Chisora, you wouldn't even contemplate. You can't be Derek Chisora one hand behind your back.
Listen, mate. I'll tell you what. Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on this guy, and he's fighting in his hometown in Manchester as well. And there's a lot of pressure on him. And to be honest with you, if he comes through it, he can take a big side of it. But you know what? With this Ustinov guy, who seems like he can cause some trouble, I'm going with Ustinov. Ingram's on the fence, but I hear what he's saying because he's not too sure. I'm sure he's going to do a prediction video. But me, I'm going for Ustinov. Fight fans, I think we've run out of time right now because Ingram's on Skype right now. Me and Ingram are probably going to stay on talking. But fight fans, subscribe to Ingram Jones channel.
By the way, check out the interview I did with Ustinov, and also check out the Keys to Victory that I put for Tyson Fury and Ustinov.
Yeah, when they check out Baylor at TV, they'll check out Ingram Jones stuff. Obviously, EJ Boxing. Leave your comments, like, subscribe. Thanks for your time, Ingram. Thank you very much. Stay there, Ingram. We still want to talk after. And the fight fans, we'll talk to you soon. All right, peace.